Hi, how you doing? I'm doing this like quick. How was your week? The summer's almost over. We're getting through, right? A lot of stuff going on. Stuff that we've been dealing with for over a year, but we're still dealing with it. So, we do. We deal with it, we keep going. It's kind of one of the things that I was going to talk about today is this is not under my control. I have no control over a sickness that started over a year ago. I have no control over what the state tells me I can do. I have no control over what my children do or what people I love do. I don't actually have control over the people in my own house. Who has control? I want to have control. I feel like that's going to make me feel better. But do I have it? And should I have it? That's what I was thinking about. So here's the thing. Am I perfect? I am not. Do I know everything? I do not. Do I always do the right thing? I do not. We know who does, right? God does. Who should be in control? This is what the Bible says. The Bible says, Matthew 6:34. So don't worry about tomorrow. Every day has enough trouble of its own. Tomorrow will have its own worries. Don't worry about it. Yeah, that's easier said than done. Proverbs 19:21. People can make many different plans, but only the Lord's plan will happen. Who's got control? God. John 14:27. I leave you peace. My peace I give you. I do not give it to you as the world does. So don't let your hearts be troubled. Don't be afraid. I am afraid all the time. I am afraid all the time. Part of that is because I don't trust. Part of that is I don't have the faith that I need to have. And I want to be able to control it. I wake up in the middle of the night and I worry about things. I bet you guys do that. What do? You know God's supposed to have control. You don't want to feel that way. What do? So I'm walking to school today and I'm thinking, there's all kinds of stuff going on right now. In my life, personally, in the world, globally. How do I not become anxious? How do I relax? How do I let it go? Give it up to God. You got to give it up to God. And I don't know how to do that. So I looked it up. How do you give it up to God? So I looked it up. Do I have it? I think I do. Here it is. And there's a bunch of stuff you can do. You can picture yourself with how much time and energy it takes to worry about everything. You can write down a list of what you're afraid of. That'd be kind of cool. If you wrote down a list of what you're afraid of and then ripped it up and threw it out, that'd be a cool idea. You can ground yourself. I ground myself in the middle of the night by looking at things all around me. You could take a walk. You could call a friend. That's what you can do. You can talk. You can feel. If you talk to somebody, it grounds you because you realize we're all in the same boat. It's a scary time right now, and I'm having a hard time. So what I do is I pray. And I pray for peace, for serenity. And when I do that, I get it. There's chaos everywhere, all around me. There's stuff to do constantly. There's people who are upset with each other all the time. I do not have to take that to my heart. I can learn from it. I can listen to it and try to remember for the next time. But I need peace. And the only one that I know that can give me that all the time is God. And the only thing I can do is pray. If I can pray and calm down and remember, I can't control this. I do not have that power. I do not. So I'm going to just keep praying. And it doesn't have to, it's not going to happen all the time. You don't pray one time and then you always are perfect. It doesn't work that way because we're human. So I'm going to pray every single time, as much as I possibly can, when I feel afraid, out of control. Some things that I read were saying, embrace the uncontrollability. I don't know if I can do that, but what I can do is step back and open my heart to God and tell Him, I don't know what to do. I don't have the answers. I don't even need the answers. All I need is for peace, that things are going to be okay. I know you can't tell me that. I know God can't tell me that. What I have to do is know it. So, this is going to be a tough one this week. This week, let's try to keep ourselves calm. Let's try to remember that. Let's try and remember this. Who has the control? God has the control. God's going to make it better. God gets you through. That's what I have to remember, because things happen all the time, and things have happened to everyone. We all have stuff, and we get through. It's incredible. You get through. That's what you have to remember. That when bad things happen, good things come after. What goes up always comes down. You don't have to control it. It's going to happen anyway. God's going to be there. He's going to help us through. I could read you dozens of Bible verses, and I did read us some. But the bottom line is, He cares enough about us to take care of us, to make sure that when the bad things happen, the good things follow. And He gets us through the bad times, the scary times, the times that maybe aren't even that bad, but we think they are. So pray. And as you're praying, breathe and let that bad stuff out. And that way, you can be happy again. And God will know. You know that He's got this. He's got this. How cool is that? We will get through. Because you know what? I'm standing here with a job and 2 children and a husband. God got me to this point. He's going to get me through the rest of it. So just remember, God's there for us. All right? Pray for serenity. I love you guys. I miss you a lot. But we will be together soon. Have a good week.